do you see?
Everything.
Director Guy Ritchie is back with Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows, the follow-up film to Sherlock Holmes. Robert Downey Jr. reprises his role as the world's most legendary gumshoe, Sherlock Holmes, and Jude Law is also back as his formidable colleague, Dr. Watson. Jared Harris stars this time around as criminal mastermind Professor Moriarty, who might actually give Holmes a run for his money. Robert Downey Jr. talks about how he perceives the film.
Well, I believe that, like a good Sherlock Holmes tale, you kind of are wondering where it's all going to wind up, and you're pleasantly surprised when you find out. Again, I think a lot of reading a great story happens in your head, and you're kind of developing the imagery. Obviously, we take care of that somewhat, but I think it's really got a good sense of fun. It's got a good heart to it. It's really kind of emotionally weighty. And I think it's probably the closest thing to a real Conan Doyle Holmes versus Moriarty story that's been depicted yet. So that makes me particularly proud.
So where do we find Holmes in the sequel?
He's just kind of been doing a lot of research and snoopage. Of course, his dear fellow Watson has moved on with a real life of sorts, with Mary and all that. And I think Holmes has just done what he said he was going to do, that he reopened the case on Moriarty, and he's probably wondering if and how Adler, how Irene is going to be caught up in that web of deception. So I think he's really quite concerned. He takes it seriously,
Susan Downey, Robert's wife, is one of the producers of the movie, and she talks about what's been added for this installment.
I think the first one, we had incredible characters, a great visceral look, and a really unique tone to the movie. And that's what we wanted to bring forward into this one, and felt we could have fun with that and then bring all those things up to another level and maybe make a slightly more interesting plot. In that we got to make it a little bit bigger. We wanted a great mystery at its core still, but we wanted to have enough fun with the characters and play on the dynamic that worked, and then bring that up a little bit, as well as Guy facing the challenge of, he did that sort of Holmes vision in the first movie, and people really responded to that. So we said, Guy, you got to come up with some more toys and fun things to do in this one, and I think he's done that as well.
Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows opens nationwide on December 16th.
Who are you two?
Concerned citizens.
Mr. Holmes?